We're back with the huddle. Scott Taylor and my guest is Carl Volny, running back, Winnipeg Blue Bombers, who is in the midst of 8 weeks of training with kids. Now this is an interesting deal. You have the Finish First football camp, of which hard work beats talent. Tell us quickly how the camp's going and how you like working out with the kids.
So far as the second week of doing the Finish First football camp, and so far it's been great. You know, just teaching the kids first and foremost the techniques of how they got to run and start running the 40 times, because most kids, what they do nowadays is just work out in the weight room, you know, and for us it's not about that. It's about speed work and techniques and teaching them the way to get faster, not just on the football field, but also when they grow up to be professionals, they got to learn on their own self how to get faster. And so far it's been interesting because, you know, we've been watching everybody run, and they don't have the techniques to actually get where they want to be.
It is interesting, isn't it, that people don't know how to run?
No. Everybody has their own way of running. Right. That's just the way it is.
It's like skating's the same thing, but skating is a skill. Running is something you should be born with.
Yeah, I mean, everybody can run.
But it's a skill as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is, like, the thing about Finish First football is that not only that we're not coaches, we're not former players, but we're players. So at the same time, when we're teaching them, we're doing the same drills as what they're doing. So we're trying to get faster just as they're trying to get faster. And so that's the whole concept. And it's really challenging because, you know, when kids, they want to learn, but at the same time they're like in their head, I know I'm better than this, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time we got to teach them, like, even though we're trying to teach you the way to get faster, you got to engrave it. So later on the football field, it'll get right there where you want to be.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of the football field, who the hell is Carl Volny? I mean, every time we go to the Bomber game, it's like, who's 29? Right. Who's that guy? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was born in Montreal, raised in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Me and Keto, we've been living together all of our lives. Went to Central Michigan University, you know, won a couple of bowl games and championships. And it's pretty funny because, you know, I didn't really know about the whole CFL thing because I've been in the States.
Even though you were born in Montreal?
Yeah, you know, I was born in Montreal. And, you know, my senior year after the season, when I heard I was eligible for the CFL draft, you know, it was like an exciting moment because I was like, I still get to play football, you know.
Yeah.
And that was the great thing about it, you know. For me, it didn't matter where I played football, but as long as I get to play the game, and ever since then, I loved it.
Healthy this year?
Yeah.
That's a key for you.
You got to be healthy when you play football, man.
Yeah.
You got to.
But it's not easy to do.
It's not.
I mean, it's a pretty tough game. I mean, all of the guests we've had on the show, I'll tell you, it's a pretty tough game.
It is, and you know, it's a physical game, man. And you know, we tell the kids every time, you know, you can get injured by not stretching, by not doing the little things, you know, and that's what it takes when I get hurt.
So for you this year, as you go forward through the camp, finish the camp, get to Bomber training camp, the key for you is to A, be healthy when you get there, and B, maybe battle some of these American imports for that job.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you always gotta have a mindset that, you know, you're gonna be the starter. It doesn't matter what it is, you know. And for me, since I was hurt last year, I didn't get the opportunity to compete against the other running backs. You know, why not this year? You know, everybody has a vision to be a starter, you know.
Well, I was going to ask you that because you grew up in Fort Lauderdale and you went to Central Michigan.
Yep.
You don't look at yourself as a Canadian, I wouldn't think. When you look at a guy like Chris Garrett or any other back on the team, you're his equal. At least that's what's going through your mind.
Yeah, I played Chris Garrett back in college. We were in the same conference. And, you know, it's funny because we're on the same team, but we compete against each other. But not only that, but we also get each other better. You know, and that's the thing, you know, because if one goes down, the other one got to be ready.
And you're ready?
Yeah.
Carl Volny's ready this year.
Yes, sir.
That's who he is, number 29. This is Carl Volny from Finish First Football. When we come back, we've got lots more. Thanks, Carl. Great stuff. And good to meet you. Good for everybody to meet you. Everybody now knows who 29 is. When we come back, we'll have plenty more football on the huddle. It's community created on Shaw TV.